5.5 years ago, I completely hit rock bottom, and it got to a point where I just really didn't want to be alive anymore. From the ages of 16 to 20, I really struggled with my mental health. I felt super lost, I couldn't see the light, and eventually when I got to my lowest point, instead of ending it all, I just said fuck it and I just left. Now I had it in my head that I was going to go to Spain for the summer and then return back to uni, but when the summer ended, I had absolutely no desire to go home. So instead, I flew to the other side of the world with about £100 in my bank account, as I had landed a job on a cruise ship in Australia and they just paid for absolutely everything. This is probably one of the worst jobs that I ever worked, but one night I ended up getting really drunk and I chopped my ear in half on the boat, and this ended up getting me sacked and sent straight back home to Ireland. But this did not stop me from wanting to travel, and I was definitely at a time in my life where all I wanted to do was party. So I spent the next 2 years living and working in party places, from Ibiza to Andorra to Miami to Tulum. But somewhere along the road, something switched inside of me, and my love for the sesh turned into a love for adventure, for trying new things, for pushing myself out of my comfort zone, and especially for healing and actually living life as the most authentic version of me. My entire perception on life had changed, and I realized that I am the only person that I'm going to spend my entire life with, so I need to become my own best friend. Basically been traveling full time for the past 5 years, and what a crazy 5 years it has been. I've been on so many insane adventures, from hiking active volcanoes in Bali, to partying with the cartel in Mexico, to driving a motorbike through the mountains in Vietnam and jumping off cranes in India, from partying with celebs in Ibiza to accidentally ending up in orgies in Australia. I've drank ayahuasca in the jungle and smoked a toad from the Amazon rainforest, from facing my fears and going skydiving to swimming in shipwrecks to floating in the sky for sunrise, and so much more. I'm 25 now, and I've spent the past 16 months backpacking all across Asia and Australia, and what an insane time this has been. There have been many highs, but also many lows, many awakenings and many obstacles along the way. I have made friends for life and created memories which will stay in my heart forever. One thing I know for sure though is that your problems are not just going to disappear whenever you run away to a new location. You have to actively do the inner work, face your shadows, and let go of all of those things which are holding you back from truly living. Now, my next trip might actually come as a bit of a surprise to you, but I've decided to return home to my home country of Ireland and explore it for the first time as an adult. I feel quite proud of myself to look back at that lost wee boy who ran away from his home just over 5 years ago, and look at the journey that I've been on, like looking at how hard I've worked on myself, and I'm now returning as a guy who is no longer lost, who has found home within himself, who is free to be himself, and who has a whole lot of love for his life and everything in it. Right now is the most alive that I have ever felt, and I feel like my journey through this human experience is really only getting started. There are a billion places I want to see, new people to fall in love with, more challenges to be faced and mistakes to be made, and I still don't have a clue what I'm doing. I'm just saying fuck it and throwing myself into everything that comes my way, with full trust in myself and the universe that everything is going to work out exactly how it's meant to. And you're more than welcome to join me on this beautiful journey through life by hitting that follow button. You might even learn a thing or two, and remember, you are loved.